Right, we're good. Okay, so first thing we're talking about now in terms of your address position, you can see arm and club almost in a straight line there. We've sort of got your shoulders sort of quite shrugged and quite hunched, put a bit of tension in the back of your shoulder blades. It got your club gripping too high up in the palm, as we said, okay, and that's going to cause the club face generally to come back aiming to the right as you've got the club too high up in the palm this way, okay. What we've got to try and do is shuffle back a little bit further from the golf ball, an inch or two. You're not that much further from the ball, okay, but it probably feels a lot when you do it, okay. And your arms now, you can see in the club, have created an angle which will put the club more down towards the finger. So if you're going to hold the club with your palm facing upwards, as a lot of people do, it grips across there. So when I start gripping over, it's now across that part of the grip there, you see. If I grip it this way across where the books hold, grip it across there, and then try and grip it where your palm can't get over enough. And then we see guys then shrugging their left shoulder, getting the left arm, so put tension up here, your arms locked, and now the control of your golf club is less, obviously. You haven't got as much control to square the club face up. Instinctively now, you see a lot of tension and grip pressure. The club comes back aiming to the right, and we see slices off to the right there, okay? As a result of that, people do two or three things. They either aim left, as you said you did, they'll try and swing the club to the left, or they'll try and flick their wrist, which you can get a combination of, okay? Both of which are going to cause either increased slice, with a longer club even more so, loss of distance, for another thing, and or topping, which is probably a combination of some of the shots you sort of see on a regularish basis, I'd imagine, okay? What we're going to try and do is get those arms hanging down, get yourself in a position now where you can control that club head, okay? So as you come into impact, you're able now for that club to kind of square up and feel to you like it's pointing somewhere over there. It won't be, because what feels to you here is off the screen over here somewhere to the right. So the feeling of the clock face, what was intentionally to you trying to be 12 o'clock was 1:30, so therefore to be 12 o'clock it's got to feel at the moment 10:30. I say it isn't 10:30, but the feeling is as we swing the golf club now, this was quite a half swing as you come back. Club face now can square the club face up and the ball can go down straight down the range there. And look how short this swing was. I mean, that club's only gone to there.
It feels like your hand's too floppy.
No, exactly. But the thing is, in the game of golf, we want to create speed. Yeah. People, I think, when they think if they're losing control of the golf ball, their mind says that if I grip things tighter and get solid and tense, I can't get moved out of position. Problem is, if you're solid and tense and you can't get out of position, you can't control what they're going to do. So what you'll find is you'll default back into your instinct, which is going to come through an open club face, and if you're locked in position, you just can't change that.
That's it.
And you're just like, well, I just can't move from this position. So we've got to be loose. And if you watch the golf professionals, when you hit the golf ball, if you watch it with the golf, they are gripping that club. As I put that, say, finger across there, they are gripping it that loose. No real pressure in the grip. They want to create speed, so you're swinging the golf club with some speed there to get some power. I mean, before, your club was travelling back all the way up there, and this one sort of went out just about towards the 100 sign it was going, okay? This one here now is a half swing of that, but because it's a better contact and more direct hit with the club face, this was going out and probably ended up at about 70 yards or 60 yards. So if you start putting the fuller length swing with that and encourage that sort of impact position, you're going to create 120, 130 yards easily just by being more efficient with the hit, rather than trying to the ball harder and obviously losing the ball off to the right there. So the more we can control that club face, the more power we can create by being looser, the better we're going to be. But don't feel loose is bad. If we're just all floppy, then I guess yes, but we need to be loose throughout the grip in terms of position, because then it's allowing the body to move. You think about when you kind of kick a football, you wouldn't tense every muscle in your body. If you're trying to throw a rugby ball, you wouldn't tense. You couldn't really move, okay. I think tension's okay if you're trying to stop someone running through you, if you're tackling someone or whatever, but yeah, generally speaking, we need to be looser and softer with the grip. It's going to give us more mobility with the club head. We want speed, and to a lot of people it does feel floppy as when you first start, as you said, because it just feels it's all out of control and loose. It needs to be loose, and that's the thing. If we're looser, we can control the club. I mean, if we're locking tight, it can't really move things as easily.
Is that the same as a driver then?
Every club in the bag, from chipping, putting, drivers right the way through. Every sort of grip pressure needs to be similar. If we squeeze or we lock up the arms or we lift our arms up here, just that lifting of the arms here just causes the shoulders and the chest to get a bit tight. And now we can't move as easily, see. So I think from your point of view, sort of working from now and going forward with the sessions that we said we're going to want to do, and so I would say get yourself hitting it 60, 80, 70 yards, that kind of thing, with sort of smaller swings, working on that just to control the club face, get the control of the club face back to the golf ball, squarer, hitting it straighter, and then we'll build up to the longer clubs. Probably next lesson I would say we'd look at maybe some full swings, then we'll look toward the driver, then some short shots, then some short game putting and chipping bunkers on the golf course, that kind of thing. That's kind of a process that we'd go through. That kind of process we go through bit by bit. Okay, so work on that grip pressure. That's going to be the key thing. Okay, setup and grip pressure for me is the number one thing to think about, and then just the control of that club face as we swing the golf ball. Feel that when you're on the range, you can set up to a target, whether it's the green line or a 50 sign or 100 sign or whatever it may be where you go and practice. Think I'm going to aim at that, and my goal is at 10 shots to get at least half of them, should we say, left of that sign. Not miles left, but just left, towards left, okay?
Yeah.
And then if some do go to the right, how far right have they got?
Okay.
So if you sort of said, okay, right, if I hit 10 golf balls, if 5 went left, 5 went right, if you added up how far left they were, would that total amount left be more than the total amount right? We're trying to move it this way. If you hit 5 shots left, great, and then like 5 shots at a 70 yards right, okay, you're still averaging right too much, aren't you? So, and it's just for you to become more aware of that club face. Build up to that fuller swing so we can control the club face, learn the basics and impact to start with, and then we can increase the fuller swings. You're at the ball multi-play, you're a big strong lad, you'll get 150 with a 7-iron easily. But it's got to be straight.
I have been getting there, but it's like 1 in 10.
Exactly, and that's the problem. And what happens is if you, on a range, if you hit enough shots in a short space of time, you'll kind of find a good shot, just by, not chance, but just you've had enough swings in a row. You think on a golf course, when you play at St Andrews, you play 9 holes, yeah?
Yeah.
You take 2 hours. So you're probably hitting, you think, if there's 20, 23 or 2 or 1 putts in that. So you've had 40 full shots in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a very big gap between shots. But on a driving range, you might hit 40 golf balls in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So you just sort of bang, and eventually you sort of just keep tweaking things, turn the club face in, do these, aim further left, and eventually you find a shot that works. But we haven't got the luxury of hitting 10 shots on a golf course in a row from the same spot.
Yeah.
It's control that club face now, and then we get better at long shot.
Yeah.
Okay, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's good.